Started. USA, USA, USA.
Jainel Diaz, this is Locked On Astros.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chansey.
Let's get some commercials in before we get started. Today, I'm thrilled to talk to you about MLB The Show 26, the greatest game in baseball, is back with its newest installment. Baseball fans are going to have a hard time pulling themselves away from this game. New features like climbing over that wall and making that diving catch as well. Catcher's versatility is second to none in this game. You can play in franchise mode as your favorite team. You can live your dream of being an MLB player in MLB The Show's career mode. If you're a gamer, a baseball fan, or you just enjoy America's favorite pastime in a new, exciting way, you are going to love MLB The Show 26. Play as your favorite team and franchise players and see if you have what it takes to win your own World Series. Visit MLBtheshow.com/lockedon and use the code LOCKEDON to unlock a pack for use in Diamond Dynasty. Internet connection required. All right, here we go. Welcome to Locked On Astros of H-Town Wheelhouse. You know me. If you have stopped by here before, you know Eric and I have been on this show together for 6 years. We want to thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for subscribing. And it's going to be an exciting game. Hopefully, you've got me tuned in and turned on next to your TV. I don't know what kind of delay I'm on versus what you're on. But right now, we are dealing with two teams that are both undefeated. Mexico has actually won all three games versus the United States in 2006 and 2013 and 2023, but this is a different squad. This squad touts one of the, if not the most powerful lineup that we've seen United States baseball put together. It is definitely second to none. Tonight, I think one of the biggest contrasts of this game is that the United States is throwing Paul Skenes and Mexico is essentially pitching they're basically throwing a bullpen game. So they are pretty excited. I saw a wonderful quote from the manager of Team Mexico earlier, and I'm going to get to it because I don't want to misquote him. I thought it was genius. And what he said, basically, they are not intimidated in the least by playing in the United States, nor should they be, because they are both on the same stage. And look, they both definitely deserve to be here. Both teams are undefeated. I can't find it, but the coach essentially said earlier that, you know, they play in games like this all the time, and they may be the best all year or in every competition, but today we're going to try to be the best. Today we're going to try to have the best game against the best team, and I just thought that was excellent. You see the Mexico's coach having quite the impact on his roster. They've been playing really well. Both teams, I think, are going to be very competitive. I think in the end, there's not a pitching squad that can take on Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, then Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, Cal Riley, Roman Anthony, Byron Buxton, and Bryce Terang. Just a sick lineup. But to give you the lineup tonight for Mexico, and they are not bad. They have a solid lineup. Duran, Arozarena, and Aranda. Then you have Kirk, Tellez, Alvarez Jr., then you have Gonzalez, Alec Thomas, and Ortiz. And so both lineups solid. I think the United States has the upper hand going into this, but we're also going to have to watch this game play out. Let's get some World Baseball Classic scores for you today, because games have been happening today, and there's actually a game going on right now. Venezuela is beating Nicaragua 2-0. Nicaragua has lost 3 games. They have been eliminated. Venezuela, they clinch a for sure bid with their win today. Cuba is warming up against Puerto Rico. That's going to be a solid game. We've seen other teams play today. Colombia beat Panama. Now, Colombia and Panama probably are both going to be out. Dominican Republic absolutely destroyed Israel 10-1. Back in 2023, I was at the Miami World Baseball Classic, and I got to see the Dominican Republic play Israel with my son, and they won like 12-1. Tonight's matchup with USA versus Mexico, Paul Skenes is taking the bump, and this atmosphere at Daikin Park is pretty electric. They are saying it is a World Series atmosphere. It is loud. I really wish I was there, but I'm glad I'm here with y'all watching this together, because this is going to be a fun game to watch for sure. Definitely going to be fun to watch. They're showing his pitch usage with the Pirates. He used that four-seam fastball 39% of the time. The sweeper and the splitter are the second highest usage, 16 and 13%, on down to a curveball and a slider that he only uses 5 and 6% in his repertoire. But in news, Tarek Skubal basically told Team USA that he was going to be returning to camp, so he will not be sticking with Team USA. I think he was contemplating whether or not to stay, and he decided against actually staying with the team and not going back to spring training. I think he's more focused on getting ramped up for the season. But there's a lot of adrenaline flowing through the veins of both players, from whether it's USA or Mexico. And from what I hear, it's a pretty Mexico-heavy crowd. I mean, Houston has a strong, not only Hispanic population, but a large Mexican population, both native, second, third, fourth, fifth generation Mexican Americans in Houston. I have friends that they want to pull for Mexico because that's where their family's from, but they want to pull for USA because that's where they've been their whole life. And so you have a lot of like people that are torn who to root for. I think ultimately, if your family is from Mexico origin wise, that you're probably pulling for Team Mexico. Randy Rosarina has been seen interacting with fans. He even received a pair of boots from some fans. I don't know if it was planned or pre-planned, but he wore some boots yesterday after they demolished Brazil. 10-run ruled him in the 6th inning. We've got our first batter stepping into the box, Jaron Duran. Will be facing Paul Skenes. Jaron Duran, who many thought in Houston were going to end up coming to Houston in a trade for Isak Freitas, but that never has been articulated as the Red Sox did not want to give him up. But the stadium's packed. I mean, this looks like a playoff game to me, so let's see what happens. So Paul Skenes throws a fastball off of the plate. You want to know, you wonder when he's going to go to his stuff or how much he's going to stick with that four-seam. Cutting in and out. Okay. It's probably because I am messing with my screen here and there. I will try to not change between screens. It typically will interrupt the sound when I'm going in between screens. So I'll try to keep that to a minimum. I'll try to keep the volume down. I'll actually watch this on my phone, and so I can at least hear some of the noise in the background. I like to hear the crowd noise. I wish I could pump that into the mic, but obviously not allowed to. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jaron Duran. We're going to see what happens. We know against Great Britain, they rushed Tarek Skubal, and he hit the first pitch out of the park. I think Skenes made sure he didn't throw a first pitch fastball to Jarren Duran. I don't know if y'all can see this, but Jarren Duran is absolutely yoked. So y'all have to let me know. Make sure, see if my mic goes in and out during the broadcast. Earlier, oh, yes, they did. They scored 10 runs. The Astros did score 10 runs. Earlier today, during the press conference, Alex Bregman answered a question in Spanish. It was asked to him in Spanish. And after he answered, Mark DeRosa goes, I didn't know you spoke Spanish. I'm like, how do you not know Alex Bregman speaks Spanish? This guy, I mean, I thought that was a widely known fact that he did. First batter goes down with a strikeout. Duran worked a multiple pitch at bat, but Jarren Duran goes down. Good Lord, that dude's traps are huge. Yeah. The way Skenes gets that ball to move through the zone, it's very deceptive because the spin, the rotation's not that much to where it looks like you can pick up the spin, but it's once you feel like you have it, it moves on you. And that's how it misses bats. Yeah, high school Spanish. I remember telling my Spanish teacher, I don't need to know Spanish. When will I ever need Spanish? Oh boy, was I wrong. Man, she was a genius. She could have taught me a lot had I wanted to learn, not been a knucklehead. Wow, 99 mile an hour straight through the zone, a heater, and Rosa Reina's bat cannot catch up to it. I can't wait to hear the crowd if he strikes out the side. You know, Paul Skenes has got to be amped up right now. Got a ground out to Alex Bregman. So there's 2 outs, 2 quick outs. Bregman to Harper is sick. This infield, Bregman, Harper, Witt Jr. I mean, the list goes on and on. It almost this to me, and let me see what y'all think about this. This to me reminds me of the first dream team they put together of basketball players when Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson played. I mean, this team I think rivals that kind of talent. But Skenes is throwing some serious heat. Jonathan Aranda's hitting 375 for the tournament. He's their third batter. The first 2 guys went down, one on strikes, one on a ground out. You can hear noisemakers. It's funny. There were all these rules, can't bring noisemakers in, but I see plenty of people with noisemakers said can't bring signs. I see plenty of signs. So someone at the gates are not doing their job, or they're just letting the people bring stuff in. So Scooble is here, but I believe he's here just for this game tonight. Then he's headed back to spring training, from what I understand. Yeah, see, I didn't realize that. A lot of these guys that are top line pitchers like Paul Skenes, still in his early 20s, 23 years old. Outstanding. So he's throwing everything high heat, man. 97, 98, 99, getting it in the zone, working the zone, extremely accurate. I know the Astros won 10-1 today, but did you see Christian Javier's outing? How concerned are y'all about Christian Javier? His velocity's down. He's not performing well right now. Oh, yeah, a mini. Yeah, that's weird. Tell him just to put it in his drawstring backpack. Like, you can't bring the bat in that you bought in the store. Is that going to be in play? Alex Bregman many times has made this. Oh, Roman Anthony could have been teammates with Alex Bregman this year had the Red Sox not drug their feet and missed out on signing Alex Bregman. So, definitely not going to cry for them. So let's go over this USA lineup once again, and let's look at who they have coming up to bat. Leading off will be Bobby Witt Jr., Bryce Harper, and Aaron Judge. Like this lineup, this is those video game lineups. Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, Cal Riley, then Roman Anthony, Byron Buxton, and Bryce Terang. So there you go. So USA versus Mexico. First half inning, no runs, a pop out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The Dodgers are going to realize how much money they're spending soon. I agree. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens with all of that once the new deal goes through, once the new collective bargaining agreement is signed and goes through, what's going to happen, right? That's what it's going to come down to. How will it change? Will there be a salary cap? Will there be a salary floor? Oh, look at Major League Baseball putting Astros fans in a commercial. I love it. Dropped over $2 billion. Yeah, man. Yep. And a lot of that's deferred. A lot of that is deferred. So here is your batting order. If you're watching TV, that is a lineup. How many Hall of Famers are in the starting lineup tonight? How many men are going to be in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done? I say you potentially have 4. Manny Burritta's making sure he can hear his pitch comm. And we are going to be off right now for the USA's half of the first inning. For a first pitch strike to Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, almost throws it a little high, almost sails it. Bobby Witt Jr. with the ground out. Thank y'all for stopping by. This is Locked on Astros, and we adding some commentary here. Bobby Witt Jr. is hitting 167. The person with the best average on the team over the tournament is Kyle Schwarber, hitting 500 with a 1511 OPS. Dude is an absolute terminator at the plate. Second batter is Bryce Harper. Takes a nice, healthy cut at the first pitch, the first offering. I would love to see Bryce Harper get a leadoff or get a home run here in the first inning and kind of set the tone. How many of y'all considered going to the game tonight? Can you still get tickets to the game tonight? Last call, it says. Yeah, ticket prices have dropped, but not that much. People are still asking $185 for seats. Dude, the game started. Drop the ticket prices, bro. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mr. Bryce Harper. Looks like he's going with a lot of off-speed stuff early. I can't go to the I could have gone. I just didn't want to pay the price. I'm going tomorrow night to go see USA play Italy. Oh, not in the country. Well, yeah, that would be a deterrent to attending a game. So tell me, where are you and where are you listening to us from? Benji Gill. All right, Aaron Judge. Yeah, they're calling him Captain America. Oh, on a cruise. Nice. What are you doing hanging out with me, man? There's not drinks on the dock right now. Don't miss a comedy show. And Aaron Judge gets USA their first base runner, a line drive between short and third. So you have USA doing a little bit of damage early, getting someone on base to bring up Mr. Boomba himself, Kyle Schwarber. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. They said, so like in BP, you always have that guy that your team looks to, right? And these are all the guys that the other teams look to. That's funny. John Smoltz mentioned that. All right. On the ship, in the room, 9th cruise on Carnival. So it's repetitive. Dude, go Royal Caribbean, man. Screw Carnival. I mean, forget Carnival. I shouldn't say that. Well, I just get Carnival as a sponsor. So Kyle Schwarber's home run reminded me of the home run in Game 6 of the World Series in 2022. But the home run he hit against Great Britain was way harder and hit I feel like way further. But whoever hits the first home run tonight, this place is going to be electric. You know, it's funny on X, there's all these, and it's all Phillies fans talking about the atmosphere isn't good in Houston. It's boring. It's not a playoff atmosphere, and it's always Phillies fans. And you know, my response is the same. Schwarber gets on base, a 4-pitch walk. That's what you call pitching around Schwarber. But it's always Phillies fans that are always talking crap about other fan groups and other stadiums. And it's just so annoying. Like, okay, Philly, we know you're loud. The thing is, just go throw snowballs or batteries at Santa, right? We've done Royal and it's not as family friendly. We got another C day, then Honduras and Mexico. There you go. Yeah, Honduras is beautiful. Man. Now, this place would go nuts if Alex Bregman could launch one right here. It's going to be pandemonium. I mean, it is so weird seeing Alex Bregman now in the USA jersey, but knowing that he wore that Astros jersey for so many years. So, who do you think can beat the United States? Do you think the Dominican can beat the United States, or do you think Japan? I think those are the two teams that you look that could possibly beat. In the school I go to, we see a Rangers jersey or any other beside the Astros, we hell screws that. Oh, we hell screw that. That's funny. Oh, it's all good, man. Bregman's got 2 balls. That's 6 straight balls. Is this where you start the A&M cheer? Ball 6, ball 6, ball 6. Oh, can't say it anymore. Yeah, Beretta. Beretta's trying to get out of trouble. He's got a couple outs. He's in a hitter's count, though, 2-1. Let's see what Bregman does with it. One of the best eyes in baseball. If Bregman doesn't swing, it is not a strike. Nice. A phone-sized keyboard. There you go. Takes a ball. Now, was he pitching around him, or was he trying to nip at that zone? That's what I want to know. Jeez Louise. Cal Riley is up with bases loaded. Mexico is in trouble early. 2 outs, bases loaded. What is Cal Riley going to do? He steps out. Yeah, they also offered some new. They've got a whole bunch of food offerings from different countries and stuff. So that's supposed to be a pretty cool experience. Nice rip there. Cal Riley is 0 for 3, though, in the World Baseball Classic. So this is what we call in baseball as being due. He is due for a hit. Yeah. So I've seen the prices. Did you see the Whataburger they installed? The prices for Whataburger are ridiculous. I'm wondering what they raised y'all's ticket prices to. Yeah, everything's gone up this year, and it really makes no sense. They didn't make the playoffs last year. Why would you raise the ticket prices? Did he get them to go? Wow. That place is loud. Well, 1 hit, 2 walks, no runs. Mexican pitcher does his job, and the challenge for USA moves on. Now, Puerto Rico, if you switch over to the Fox One app, Puerto Rico and Cuba are playing right now, and it is top of the first. So Cuba's hitting first. And so you have Bo Naylor out there, who's out there for Puerto Rico. Venezuela and Nicaragua right now are playing 3-0 Venezuela. There's your update. A $3 burger for 15. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're cheaper if you go to San Antonio with a Spurs game. The Spurs game, they're like $8 or $9. They're not like $15. I've never understood the price gouging at stadiums. Like, I get it, you're a captive audience, and if you want food, you're gonna have to eat somewhere. That's all the more reason to give me reasonable prices, because if people are gonna buy, to me, people might actually buy more. Maybe you got to make more, maybe whatever. I don't know the all the logistics behind that, but how many of y'all watch? Okay, I want you to put, if you're watching me and you can see the chat, I want you to tell me, do you watch what was I gonna ask? Oh my gosh. Do you watch Astros games or baseball games through the Space City Home Network app? Do you watch it through a streaming service? Do you have MLB.TV? Like, how do you get Astros games? Do you watch Fubo? Do you do YouTube TV? How do y'all do it when y'all subscribe? What do y'all subscribe to? Yeah, Paul Skenes was serving in the Air Force, in the Air Force Academy before he came to playing baseball, and him and one of his teammates, who also went to the Air Force, actually flew out and paid for the Air Force baseball team to come watch this game tonight through streaming service. I have a streaming service. It's not free, but it's not expensive either. It's very, very cheap. Yeah, Paul Skeen said he was a little inspired by Team USA, the hockey team. Nice. So they got the whole Air Force baseball team all along the side. They're not stuck up in the upper deck. So many times you see groups of people coming there to watch a player and they're stuck in the upper deck. Like, who does that? If their family, let them sit down low. Let them get close. Okay, you're gonna have to restate what you just said because I'm not making that's not making sense to me. Oh, your name. Okay, your dad, the owner, is a diehard Astros fan. Okay, I see. RT Sland RT's Land Solutions LLC. So what do y'all do? What is a land solution? Like, do y'all solve problems for the land? He's a mega Astros fan. Does he watch our show? Is this a family affair? I hope it is. RTS Land. Okay, yeah. So what is RTS Land Solutions? What do y'all do? You have to tell him I said hi. Construction landscaping. Okay, well, that makes sense. Land Solutions. Go figure, Brett. Man, what a high heater. Skenes is nasty right now. Wow. 98 heater through the zone. Oh, I get it. Y'all are on a cruise because of spring break. It makes sense. I'm on spring break too. Paul Skenes already got 3 strikeouts. He's only faced 5 batters. Atrocious. But yeah, what do y'all think about the did y'all see the guy, the Australian hitter that wouldn't shake hands with one of the opposing teams? I thought that was weird. Nacho Alvarez Jr. Love that name. A little bit of nachos, like something you like to eat. Alvarez, like Jordan, and Jr. There you go. Did not get a hold of it. Did not get a hold of it. Yeah, he has all the bobbleheads, buckets of signed balls, cards, 14 used bats, high price, low quality. Nice. Well, so I don't know if we have any movie buffs in here, but I'm excited about the new Star Wars, the Grogu and Mandalorian. It looks like a good installment for Star Wars. Hopefully it's not political and stuff. High price, low quantity. Oh, okay. Maybe do some trading. I'm joking. Oh, here you go. I got something right here. A little piece of memorabilia. Jeff Bagwell batting glove. Check that out. See, it's got says Bagwell on the finger. It's a pad from when Jeff Bagwell played. The other glove to this set is right there. Right there. Excuse me, I'm trying not to yawn here. Your dad does. That's awesome. Your dad has a pair of gloves or he wants to trade? Bagwell gave like 300 something of these to like the gift shop. I should have bought like multiple pair. That would have been cool to do. All right. Well, we got USA versus Mexico. One hit between both teams. Bottom of the second, Mexico's up for USA is up, and we're going to see how they do. Maybe the bottom of the lineup can get things going for Team USA. It's great to see this in Daikin Park in Houston. Yeah, I thought I didn't think Paul Skenes was going to stay, but he was contemplating staying with Team USA. And these guys got a job to do. These guys, the hitters will be fine. It's the pitchers that have to go back in their routine and get ready because they're a certain spot in the rotation. So, a couple strikes real early to Roman Anthony. Roman Anthony, they say, is one of the next great players in a Boston Red Sox uniform. They have a lot of high hopes for him. Ball inside at the knees. The other day there was a game. I think it was Japan versus Australia, and the pitcher threw inside on accident and almost got Otani in the knee. And Otani stared him down like, "Really, you're trying to hit me?" He was not happy about it. Yeah, they got a lot of young players, 21-year-olds, 23-year-olds, but none as young as Brazil's Jose Contreras, who is 17 years old. He pitched again today, looked good. Roman Anthony, his last 56 games, 329 average, 7 home runs, 931 OPS. Bregman next to Aaron Judge in the dugout is such that is a vibe right there. That is such a vibe for those two being in there. The game is on Fox. So if you have Fox 26, or heck, just go to Fox One, get the app. It's a 7-day free trial. You can have it for the next 7 days. I've got mine till the 13th. I'll probably re-up just so I can watch it. Who's that? Paul Skenes? It's funny. They're talking about the stuff with Roman Anthony that I just got through talking about. It's hilarious. Byron Buxton, for his first plate appearance, he is 0 for 2 in this World Baseball Classic. Oh yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's like the 54th or 47th top prospect in Major League Baseball. He's 17. Oh, Buxton with a swat. Oof. Not long enough, not far enough to get over the head of Duran, but man, he tattooed that ball. That's not Duran, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Alec Thomas. I don't know. I thought I, I don't know what I guess I thought he was Jaron Duran there for a second. Yeah, he ran that ball down. Alec Thomas, a great young player. 25 years old. My school beat the school with the drafted shortstop last year. Nice. I love that. What's up, Christopher Bean? I see Tej is here. Christopher Bean is here. Welcome. Will Bryce Terang be the one to get a run across the plate? Let's do a left center field knock and Bryce Terang RBI triple. How's that? Let's see if that works. Inside out swing, ball goes to left center field. Fielder bobbles it. He goes to third. The guy at first goes home. I like it. What's up, Chris? Let's go, Uncle Sam. USA, USA, USA. PCA is not even playing tonight. Pico Armstrong's not even in the flipping lineup. That's how stacked this lineup is. Tips for any catchers if you have any. Are you a catcher? Don't set up with one knee. Nobody ever see they do this one knee thing, but can you really throw out a runner with one knee? I mean, talk to catchers, talk to catching coaches today. Get a good coach. Get a good coach. Yeah, the one knee thing, I don't get it. I mean, when you talk to when I talked to Johnny Bench, he was like, why in the hell are catchers going down on one knee? You can't throw anybody out like that. That makes no sense. You know, he said, you got to learn how to pop up fast. You got to have a quick release. I mean, it's like the fast twitch muscles are super important. I would say make sure you're doing your ab work, do a lot of leg work in the gym. Because if your legs and your abs are strong, I mean, the rest will follow. You know, that will help. That foundation will help you build this. And then when you throw and you got that trunk supporting you, dude, you'll be freaking primary and one knee is your choice with no runners on. Okay, thank you. But see, he's one knee, though, with the runner on. They all do it. Now, I will tell you this. Watch Walker Yannick. Kids mastered the defense behind the dish. Unreal. He's coming on strong, too. There you go. Hey, as long as that strong base will take you places, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, especially basketball. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Oh, dude caught it. He caught the line drive barehanded. Look at that. What a souvenir. Welcome to Dyken Park, kid. And Terang almost had that. That's not exactly an opposite field hit for a triple, but hey, an RBI is an RBI, right? Did you hear about Contreras plays in the same high school circuit that Mark DeRosa's son plays in? Oh, there we go. Pulls it to right field. I think he's going to score from first. There he goes. You know what? Is he going to be there? Oh, he got thrown out. Jaron Duran got challenged, and he gunned him down. It was almost an RBI triple. I almost called it. Challenge it. Why not? Oh, man. He does. Oh, slow that down. Are you sure he tagged him on time? Bobby Witt Jr.'s back up. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he got him. The Patriot wants him to replay it. Checking on these other games. 0-0. Puerto Rico, Cuba still. See if Bobby Witt can bring this guy home, make up for that lost run right there. No. Oh, did y'all see there was a big Phillies signing? We talked about it on most hits since 2024. Bobby Witt Jr. leads the league, 395. That's insane. More than Otani, son, more than Arise, and more than Guerrero Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. is very good. He is playing in an age where there are other superstars. Let's see what we got here. Almost a developing play. I almost pulled a Todd Callis and called a home run before it was a home run. The United States has got two hits, no runs. Mexico has no hits, no runs. Our seats, we can look up at the smaller TVs with the games on and rewatch the play. So are your seats in? That means you're in the. Where are the TVs at? Are they in club? Club section doesn't have TVs. That would be suites, Gallagher suites. And what about bullpen? Bullpen boxes? Milo, what? All right, while we are on commercial break, I'm going to send y'all to commercial break. I'll be right back from FanDuel. College basketball is nonstop. Big games, tight spreads, momentum swings every single night from early tip-offs to late-night West Coast shootouts. There's always action on the board. And now FanDuel is giving you a way to turn that energy into even bigger potential wins with a college basketball parlay profit boost. You can build any college hoops parlay you want, rivalry games, ranked matchups, and so much more. And right now, it looks like Michigan is plus 320 to win it all in 2026. But locally, University of Houston is plus 1,200. I mean, look, whatever the odds are, no matter what your team is, you can always apply profit boosts and instantly pump up your potential payout. Go safe, go bold, ride with the team that you've been following all season. It's your parlay, your style, and now with more upside than before. Head to FanDuel.com to get started today. That's FanDuel.com. FanDuel, play your game. Let's talk about TurboTax because it's tax time. And for a lot of us, the old way of doing taxes is, well, it's a lot. So trying to book an appointment, that's not the most convenient. Sitting in a waiting room with a stack of papers, emailing back and forth and wondering if they ever really will get your situation. Trying to upgrade with other services is not the easiest, but Intuit TurboTax now has in-person locations nationwide. You can meet face-to-face with a real tax expert. Your documents get uploaded straight to your TurboTax app on the spot. And just like that, you're done. Your TurboTax expert works to get you every dollar you deserve while you get real-time notifications as you go about your. All right, enough of that bullcrap. Let's get back to the game and see what's going on here. First batter is gonna ball. Does it get out of play? It does get out of play. Yeah, again, Benji Gill is the manager for Team Mexico. He played with the Angels, I believe, when they were in the World Series. So, all right, man. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, bud. Oh, wow. So the Mexico coach is talking about winning the championship. Hey, this is high hopes. You know what? Um, They are holding this American team to zeros so far. I heard an interesting take on hitters. There was someone talking, and I can't remember who it was. If I could remember, I would give them credit for it. They were saying how it bothers them that hitters have so much equipment when they're at the plate. They say, hitters, because they have all this equipment, the shin pads, the foot guards, the elbow guards, the hand guards, that they're more prone to crowd the plate and get inside, and because they're not afraid to get hit. Back in the day, they didn't have all that equipment, and I forget who the commentator was. It was someone on YouTube, and they just made an interesting point. They go, I wonder if players were told they can only have so much equipment, which I think is wild today because how hard they throw. Would they crowd the plate less? Would there be less hit by pitch? But I think what cancels that out is the focus on spin rate and velocity. So you've got pitchers that are throwing harder on purpose. I mean, they're literally going to training facilities. And if you're a current baseball player, you know this. You go to a facility and they'll tell you, oh, you throw 89, we'll get you at 94 by the end of the summer, which is fine and great. But then you're accelerating the stress and strain on your arm. And to me, there's a difference between being a pitcher and being a thrower. And if you're a thrower, you're more prone to throw your arm out. Yeah, 1 out, swinging, strikeout by Paul Skenes. Yet another strikeout for Paul Skenes. Unbelievable. This guy is just top notch. So he's so good at what he does. It's unreal. 4 strikeouts, 2 in 1 innings. I mean, he is absolutely dominant right now. I mean, his ball is moving. His split is moving through the zone, cutting away from the bat when the batter's bat and gets in the zone. It's not can you put the ball in the zone. It's like once it gets to that zone, what kind of movement does it have? Does it have vertical break? Does it have horizontal break? He's throwing 99 one hitter, then he throws 89 changeup to another hitter. Just unreal. Alec Thomas is actually 4 for 7 with a home run in this World Baseball Classic. He's having a heck of a first round. Oh, well, change that up. That's a 5th strikeout. 5 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. Wow. He's good, folks. I wonder how many innings they're going to let him pitch. I wonder what his pitch count is for this game. Because right now he's up to 42 pitches. Oh, Bryce Terang with the error. Man. Tough play to make, but Bryce Terang totally flubbed that ball to first. So which Bryce was at fault? Was it Bryce Terang or was it Bryce Harper? Yeah, I think that ball went a little bit far to the right. Let's hope that does not hurt. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it with Skenes still in there. But that's why you play the games, right? I mean, Mexico's not here to lay down and get beat. And again, their leadoff hitter's back up, Duran. What do you mean you choose Harper? You say I choose Harper because he is no longer a superstar. Choose him for what? Only give a base hit to Duran. Did he get him? And he's out. Aaron Judge with a laser. So both Mexico and USA are aggressive on the base paths, and it pays off for the team not running. It pays off for the defense. He hits that ball. I mean, he almost looks like he's not going to do much with it. Boom, he's out. Oh, yeah. Judge to Bregman. I never thought I would say that phrase. Insane. All right, if you're just tuning in, Mexico and the United States are knotted up at 0. Both teams, one team had an opportunity to score the USA, but the runner was gunned down at home. Now I flip over to give you all an update on Cuba and Puerto Rico, and guess who just got an RBI for Puerto Rico? Martin Maldonado. I thought he was just a coach. I didn't know he was playing. Wow. And let's see, Nicaragua versus Venezuela. I'm not sure what it's not on the game, so I don't know what the score is. All my friends are sending me videos from the game. Good Lord. Hilarious. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry about that. To give y'all a little bit of gotta have a breather here. So let's look at what's gone on so far with this game. Paul Skenes is pretty much the storyline for the most part. 5 strikeouts, 3 innings. The other highlights, Aaron Judge guns down. Who was the runner? Let me go live. Sorry. Let me see. Joey Ortiz was out at third. Okay. So Joey Ortiz is out at third. And then earlier, Jaron Duran gunned down Roman Anthony, his teammate. Venezuela and Nicaragua are playing, and Venezuela is being powered by Ronald Acuna Jr. Venezuela is winning 4-0. Let's get back to the USA Mexico game. So we have a new pitcher, Jesus Cruz. It's like Bryce Harper gets a hit in his first at bat. I'll have to see what that hit is. I know it's a single, but I have not seen the play yet. It looks like I am. Hey, it's Joe. Give me a ring when you're free. Oh. Oh. Home run, Aaron Judge. All right, sorry about that. Was talking with a local radio host, and we got something brewing right now for Locked On Astros. I'm excited to talk about it. It looks like man, Alex Bregman, a rare strikeout on an off-speed, out of the zone pitch, but hey, you can't get them all. And hey, we did get the runs on the board with Aaron Judge. Oh, Cal Riley got hit in the hip. Boos are raining down in Dyken Park. Ooh. Thank y'all for stopping by. You know, I'm probably only going to do this through the fifth inning because I'm going to have to do a show tonight. Well, I have to do back to the bullpen after the game. All right, Anthony with the strike. 1 out, 2 runners on. Guy on first, guy on second. Give me 1 second. I gotta excuse me. Never mind. Robin Anthony, 3-run home run. It's easily 5-0 USA versus Mexico. Another dominant performance by Team USA. Roman Anthony with an absolute blast. 417, 105 off the bat. Yeah, making up for getting thrown out at home. That's right, Tiki. That's right. Wow. Beautiful. Another pitching change. I'm going to leave y'all with a commercial, and I'll be right back.
Hey, this is Jeff Carr from Locked On Reds. And I've reached the point in my life where my wife and I are looking toward the future. We've got the house, we've got the career, we even have an awesome dog, but now we need to secure that future. That's where Ethos comes in for us. When I look at this insurance or that insurance and I try to pick one, I might as well be reading an entirely different language. Ethos clears up the noise and gets me set up with exactly what I need, because Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy, and it's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos now by going to ethos.com/lockedonmlb. In as little as 10 minutes, you can get a free quote and up to $3 million in coverage at ethos.com/lockedonmlb. That's ethos.com/lockedonmlb, ethos.com/lockedonmlb. Application times and rates may vary.
Yeah, hold up. All right, I'm back. What's up, everybody? All right, guys. You know what? Hey, thank y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna finish out this inning and then I'm gonna bolt because I've got to prepare for back to the bullpen tonight. I do want to tell y'all that if you have not seen Back to the Bullpen, we would love for you to check it out. If you've never seen Back to the Bullpen, let me show you this. Let me do this. Let me test the market. Who in here has not watched Back to the Bullpen? Raise your hand or say I have not. Because I was going to show y'all our Back to the Bullpen intro. But you know what I could do? These media assets I have. But I had a Back to the Bullpen. We've been invited. It's so hard doing this right now because I've got so much going on. I'm trying to prepare for a show tonight. I've got plans for opening day, matriculating out of nowhere. So we got some. We'll be having an announcement about Locked On Astros doing a live show opening day. I'll give you details later. We also are in the process of planning a live podcast live from BGO's April 25th, the same day of the Yankees Astros Saturday game. So that is in the works right now. That is the same day that we'll be doing a Greek game, Astros game for Locked On Astros. We'll be sharing that soon. We'll be doing probably 2 or 3 Astros games throughout the season. We'll have group tickets, and y'all can come hang out with us at the Astros game this season. It's going to be fun. You're going to chase the fight together. 5-0, USA has jumped out to a massive lead. All right, folks, I'm going to head out. I've got to work on some stuff that's coming up, and I thank y'all for stopping by. We'll be doing some live watch-alongs throughout the season, possibly. But y'all stay tuned. Locked On Astros. Make sure you go to Back to the Bullpen and check us out. Go to the Locked On MLB channel. Check out Back to the Bullpen. We'd love to have you stop by there. Mike and I enjoy doing that show. Y'all have a good one. Y'all take it easy, and we'll let you know about some really cool developments happening soon.